Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the course of Nuclear Chemistry, Chem 416. I am Dr. Shaukat Shuja, Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, Kohad University of Science and Technology. Today I am going to talk about stability of nuclides. The primary objective of this lecture is to identify the various parameters which play a significant role in deciding the stability of a nuclide. And hopefully at the end of this lecture, you will be able to predict the stable or unstable nature of any given nuclide based upon the knowledge of these parameters. First, we will try to understand the term nuclide, and then we will discuss the various parameters which are responsible for the stability of nuclides, particularly the even and odd nature of number of nucleons and the neutron to proton ratio. There are two other important parameters, the binding energy and packing fraction, but I will discuss these two parameters in the next lecture, and at the end I will summarize the whole discussion. Now, in nuclear chemistry, the term nuclide is frequently used, and nuclide is actually the nucleus of an atom containing specific number of protons and neutrons. Protons and neutrons are collectively called the nucleons. So nuclide is basically made up of nucleons. From the knowledge of elementary particles, we know that nucleons are made up of quarks. So it can be said that nuclide is composed of quarks. Now, collectively, all the isotopes of all the elements form a set of nuclides. For example, hydrogen has 3 isotopes. The nuclide of protium contain 1 proton. The nuclide of deuterium contain 1 proton and 1 neutron, whereas the nuclide of tritium contain 1 proton and 2 neutrons. These nuclides are represented by nuclide notation. And nuclide notation is a shorthand method of showing a nuclide. A standard nuclear notation shows the chemical symbol of the element, the mass number A, and the proton number Z of the nuclide. Now, for example, if we want to illustrate the nuclide notation for one of the isotopes of uranium, which contain 92 protons and 146 neutrons, then we will write the symbol of element uranium U and place the proton number 92 and mass number 238 as subscript and superscript on the left hand side of the symbol. The modern periodic table contain 118 elements, and the last element with atomic number 118 is oganesson. It was first synthesized in 2002, and it was recognized as an element in 2015. Now, a variety of naturally occurring and synthesized nuclides have been reported for these 118 elements. For example, 126 nuclides have been discovered for the first 10 elements, starting from hydrogen up to neon. And 159 isotopes are reported for elements beyond atomic number 99. The details of these discoveries have been compiled and the methods of their production discussed in these two articles published in Atomic Data and Nuclear Data Tables, a journal of Elsewhere. In the year 2019, 6 new nuclides were reported, including oxygen 11, neptunium 220, bromine 68, mercury 165, platinum 170, and potassium 31. The data related to these discoveries was published in Physical Review Letters, Physics Letters B, and Physical Review C. If you are interested in the discoveries of these 3211 nuclides which were discovered until 2015, then you can consult this book, The Discovery of Isotopes, a complete compilation, published by Springer. All the nuclides can be classified into two categories based upon their stability: stable nuclides and unstable nuclides. Stable nuclides are those which are eternally stable and permanent. They do not undergo any change in their nucleon number. They do not emit any type of radiation and are non-radioactive. However, they can be changed by bombardment with external high energy radiations or particles. Now, it has been proposed that if a nuclide remains unchanged for 10 raised to the power 21 years, then that nuclide can be placed in the stable nuclide category. Only the first 82 elements of the periodic table possess stable isotopes. Except two elements, technetium and promethium. These two elements do not have any stable isotope, like all elements beyond atomic number 82. Out of the 3308 nuclides, only 274 nuclides are stable. The 274 nuclides, stable nuclides, are enlisted in this table, and the highest number of stable isotopes have been observed for tin. There are some elements which have only one stable isotope, and these elements are called monoisotopic elements. The second category of nuclides is the unstable nuclides. These nuclides emit radiations like alpha, beta, and gamma and undergo change in their nucleon number, forming new nuclides. These nuclides are intrinsically unstable and undergo spontaneous change. Therefore, they are also called the radioactive nuclides. Now, I have already mentioned that elements beyond atomic number 82 are unstable and they do not have any stable nuclide. However, it is important to mention that the first 82 elements also have unstable nuclides. For example, tin along with 10 stable nuclides also have 30 unstable or radioactive nuclides. It is logical to ask that why only around 10% of the discovered nuclides are stable? Or in other words, what are the various factors leading to nuclear stability? In-depth investigations on the properties of a large number of nuclides show that some of the important factors which contribute towards the stability of nuclides are even and odd nature of number of protons and neutrons, the neutron to proton ratio, the binding energy, and the packing fraction. As I mentioned earlier, these two parameters will be discussed in the next lecture. So first we will discuss the even and odd nature of number of nucleons on the stability of a nuclide. In this table, the proton number and the neutron number of various nuclides are provided, along with the information whether they are stable or unstable. It can be seen that the stable isotopes may have even proton number and even neutron number, as is the case in helium-4, or even proton number and odd neutron number, as in beryllium-9, or odd proton number and even neutron number, as in boron-11, or odd proton number, odd neutron number, as in case of nitrogen-14. So based upon these observations, the stable nuclides can be classified into 4 categories: the even-even group, the even-odd group, the odd-even group, and the odd-odd group. Out of the 274 nuclides which have shown no evidence of any type of radioactivity, about 60% of the nuclides have both even number of protons and even number of neutrons. So we can call them the even-even nuclei. Less than 2% belong to the odd-odd category, and remaining 38% are equally divided between those that have an even number of protons and odd number of neutrons, or those with odd number of protons and even number of neutrons. From these trends and patterns for the stable nuclides, it can be concluded that nuclear stability is favored by even number of protons and even number of neutrons. The greater number of stable isotopes with even number of protons and neutrons can be explained in terms of energy stabilization to form pairs. From the frequency distribution of stable nuclides, it appears that proton pair up with proton and neutron pair up with neutron, and proton does not pair up with neutrons. If a nucleus has an even number of protons, it will exist in the form of pairs. However, in case of odd number of protons, this type of pairing is not possible. The same is true for neutrons. It is important to note that the number of stable isotopes are approximately same for even odd and odd even groups. This means that proton with proton and neutron with neutron confer approximately same degree of stability to the nucleides.